Hey everybody, welcome to Crack Pack Tuesday, number 40 on the Mana Leak. I'm John as always, and this is the last Battle for Zendikar Crack a Pack. Next Tuesday, of course, will be a set review video, and then the week after that will be an Oath of the Gatewatch Crack a Pack, because it will have been post pre-release and I will have my hand on some packs. But we're going to open this final Battle for Zendikar booster. Hope that we get a better one than we've had lately. Maybe an expedition, who knows, but we're going to open this, go through the cards, and see what we would take. Pack one, pick one. Up front, we've got a Brilliant Spectrum. 3 and a blue for a sorcery. Converge. You get to draw X cards, where X is the number of colors, and then discard 2. This is terrible. I've had people cast this and then not read the discard part and then be very, very, very sad. The Converge deck doesn't really exist, and this is not a part of it. Not picking it. Next up, we've got an Altar's Reap, 1 and a black for an instant as an additional cost to cast. Altar's Reap, sack a creature, draw 2 cards. It's an okay card. If you have to play it, you can play it. If you are that low on playables, it's not terrible. I did like it more when it was first around in Innistrad, because you could enable Morbid and enable graveyard shenanigans and whatnot. Those just don't really exist in this set, so this is just card advantage, and not good card advantage, so not taking Altar's Reap. Next up is Call the Scions. 2 and a green for a sorcery, devoid. Put 2 1/1 Eldrazi Scion token creatures onto the battlefield. Not that good either. We all know green is bad. This card does not help out green any. It's too expensive, does too little, and you just don't want to play it. So we're not taking it either. There we go. Finally, a card that I might first pick, but I'd prefer not to. Outnumber, single red mana for an instant. Outnumber deals damage to target creature equal to the number of creatures you control. This is frequently a shock. It's frequently a lightning bolt. It's sometimes even better than that, and it kills stuff dead. I like it a fair bit. I'm always happy to have a number of these, especially in red-white allies, where I know I'm going to be a little bit wide, and it's going to be a sizable damage spell. Instant speed, fantastic. 1 red mana, fantastic. Outnumber, great card. Generally not first pickable, but there have been some weak packs of Zendikar, so we'll see. Next up is Angelic Gift. 1 and a white for an enchantment aura enchant creature. When it enters the battlefield, draw a card. Enchanted creature has flying. Just doesn't get there. Just not worth a card. There's so many other good cards to play that this just doesn't get a spot. Removal isn't quite what it used to be, so the aura tax, the downside of auras, isn't there as much as it used to be, but it still absolutely is. Your auras need to be incredible to be playable, and this is not incredible. This is just okay-ish. Kind of like Altar's Reap. If you are really low on playables, yeah, give it a go. You know, it's not correct to never play this card, but it's correct to rarely play this card. Next up is a Fertile Thicket. It's a land that enters the battlefield tapped. When it enters the battlefield, you may, you don't have to. Look at the top 5 cards of your library, and if you do, you can reveal up to 1 basic land, or 0 if you want to. 0 is up to 1, from among them and put it on top of your library, the rest on the bottom in any order, and it's also just taps for green mana. Not a fan of Fertile Thicket, not a fan of these tap lands in general. You don't want tap lands. It's a slow-ish, slightly format, but you can get punished if your lands are entering tapped a whole bunch. It's kind of okay on turn 1, but you need to have a good hand that you're totally okay drawing a land on turn 2. I'll pick one of these up if I have to, but I also haven't played green in a long time because, yeah, green's just not great in Battle for Zendikar. Next up is Geyser Field Stalker, another card I rarely play. 4 and a black for a creature elemental. It's a 3/2 menace. It's got landfall with the common +2/+2 ability with that landfall. Just doesn't get there. 5 mana for a 3/2. Menace isn't that good. That's very expensive. We're used to 3/2s with Menace being 2 and a red. Yeah, sometimes it's a 5/4, but that's just not worth the cost. There's so much else to do in black that you never really want to do this. Not first pickable, barely pickable, hardly even playable. Well, here's the second best card I've seen in the pack so far, and it's green. That says a lot about this pack. Snapping Gnarlid, 1 and a green for a creature beast. It's a 2/2, and it's got a +1/+1 landfall trigger, so it's a 3/3. This is where you want to be if you are in green. You want to have a number of these. These are pretty good. They are a 2/2 for 2, which is always totally fine, and it's often a 3/3 early on, which is what you want to have. Totally fine card, not first pickable, but if you're in green, you want to pick these guys up. Next up, we've got an Evolving Wilds. Probably that's the second best card in the pack now. You all know Evolving Wilds. You can sack it and go and get whatever basic land you want, and it enters the battlefield tapped. Solid card. You want to have some of these if you can, especially if you're splashing for anything a third color. But even with 2 colors, it helps kind of fix your mana base. Also really good if you are in the landfall deck to get double landfall triggers. There we go. That's what I like to see. Eldrazi Sky Spawner, 2 and a blue, creature Eldrazi drone. It's a 2-1, it's got flying, it's got devoid, and it puts a Scion into play. Absolutely amazing card, totally first pickable. Just the value you get off of this, both in getting a 2-1 flyer for 3 and getting that Scion, that ramp, that sack outlet, that other creature is just fantastic for this cost. This creature that we've seen now in white and in red with Gearpoor, Gearcrafter, and Sandstep Outcast, and now in blue with Sky Spawner, is just a fantastic card. Very happy to see an Eldrazi Sky Spawner in this pack. Hey, the hits keep coming. Herald of Kozilek, 1 blue-red for an Eldrazi drone. It's a 2/4, it's got devoid, and colorless spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. Fantastic card. Absolutely fuels the blue-red devoid deck, or the Grixis devoid decks, as I've played them a couple of times. Solid card. You want to have these. If you have multiples of these, things just go insane. Always happy to see a Herald of Kozilek. Yeah, just a fantastic card. Totally first pickable. Chasm Guide, another decent card. 3 and a red for a Goblin Scout ally. It's a 3/2. It's got Rally when it enters the battlefield or another ally enters the battlefield. All your creatures get haste. He's pretty good. He's no Resolute Blade Master. He's not on par with the rare allies, but he is pretty good. Always happy to have one of these if I'm in red-white allies, but not really happy to ever first pick it. Our final uncommon is a Blighted Gorge. It's a land. It adds 1 colorless to your mana pool, and you can pay 4 and a red and tap it, sack it to deal 2 damage to target creature or player. I love Blighted Gorge. People forget about it all the time. They go down to 2 life, and then suddenly they're dead. They totally forgot they were just dead on board. You can kill off little creatures that are still hanging around. You can finish off creatures that have combat damage. Solid card. I would never first pick these lands. You can usually get them around on the wheel, but you should take them once you start to get into the mid-pack. They are that good. All of them, really. The green one's the weakest, of course, but all of them are pretty decent. And Blighted Gorge might be one of the best, if not the best. Our rare is a Defiant Bloodlord. It's a 5 black creature vampire. 4/5, it's got flying, and whenever you gain life, target opponent loses that much life. I have done some fun things with this card. I have played with it, but it's hard to do. It's hard to get to 7 mana. And at 7 mana, a 4/5 flyer isn't that exciting. You really need to have built a life gain deck to really go off with this thing. It is there. It is doable, but there are better ways to do that. If I had a choice between this or a 2nd or 3rd Calastria healer, I would take the Calastria healer, hands down. It's fun, but it's not really competitive to take this card. Finally, no foil, just a land, and no expedition from all of our Crack-a-Pack Tuesdays of Battle for Zendikar, including my box opening. That's very sad, but who knows what we'll get with Oath of the Gatewatch. So we're looking at Herald of Kozilek, we're looking at Evolving Wilds, and we're looking at Eldrazi Sky Spawner. It's an interesting pick here. The Evolving Wilds is just out. The other 2 cards are way too powerful. The interesting pick is that if I take the Herald, I'm passing a blue card that's going to be second picked by somebody, putting them into blue when I want to be in blue and red. If I take the blue one, the blue-red card is probably going to be second picked. Either way, I'm going to be fighting with the person beside me if they get pretty married to their second pick. Ultimately, I think the Herald of Kozilek is just that powerful, and I love the blue-red deck. Hopefully, I can get a Sky Spawner, pick 2, pick 3, or in pack 2 or in pack 3. And Herald of Kozilek, I'm probably not going to see another one. So yeah, I think that's going to be my first pick. Definitely let me know what your first pick would have been. Would it have been the Herald? Would it have been the Sky Spawner? Would you have gone for something else? Give the Bloodlord a try, perhaps. Let me know in the comments down below. But as always, if you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, you can find me on Twitter at @TheManaLeak. That's LEEK, like the vegetable, not the card. And you could also find me on Facebook at facebook.com/TheManaLeak. You've found me here on YouTube. You've got the comment section down below, as I said. As always, if you like and enjoy my videos, please like and subscribe. There will be set reviews coming up in the next few days. You want to know when those happen, so make sure that you do subscribe to the channel. There's a button in the outro of each video. There's a button below each video. You probably know where those are. Give them a click. But as always, if you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, let me know. Otherwise, I will see you all next time.